this bulletin so far, but let's also not forget that Jharkhand is also voting today. In fact, out of the 81 total seats in the assembly, the second phase, which is second and final phase, which is happening today, is seeing elections in 38 seats. 43 of them had happened in phase one, which was on the 13th of November. The results, of course, of Jharkhand, a quick reminder, will be declared along with that of Maharashtra and all the other by-polls this Saturday. Now, in the high-stakes battle between the NDA and the India bloc, the Soren family is facing a critical challenge today. Chief Minister Hemant Soren and his wife Kalpana Soren both are in the electoral fray today. Hemant Soren is contesting from the JMM stronghold of Barhait in Santhal Pargana region. He has held the seat since 2014 and is seeking to continue his political dominance. Gande, Jamtara and Jama, Dumka, Deokar and our other high-profile seats. Key issues in the state include unemployment, development economy, as well as infiltration. Let me go across to my colleague Tejshri, who is joining us live at this point. Tejshri, a very important battle being seen in Jharkhand today because this is going to show, because this is effectively a referendum on the strength and the impact of the India bloc, which is in power in Jharkhand.
Well, yes, it will be a very interesting election as far as this particular year of Jharkhand Assembly election is concerned. And in fact, this year we'll also have to see that does the train breaks because it's as till now there has been a trend that no party has been able to form a majority on its own. No party is able to form the government on its own. There always has been an alliance. And also, if we talk about the chief minister's term, then except Babulal Marandi of the BJP, no chief minister has been able to complete the 5 years term. So this time we'll have to see that what happens next, because number of events, political events have taken place, from arrest of Soren to Champai Soren switching his boats to comments being made on infiltrators, comments being made by Congress leader Ghulam Ahmad Mir, then Congress protecting and attacking the BJP, then Rahul Gandhi's chopper being hauled. So all these issues, then the policies like Maiya Samman Yojana and Gogo Didi Yojana introduced by both the parties. But you see, the voting pattern over here in this particular area is quite significant. Since morning, this has been the scenario. Since 7 a.m., people have been standing in line, coming out of their house and have come over here for voting. And always there is a pattern that the number of women voters are always higher than the male voters, is what we have been observing in number of booths. And this is the reason, because 60 lakh women voters are registered women voters in the second phase out of more than 1.2 crores voters who are registered for the second phase. So yes, it will be a tough fight for BJP and the JMM as well, and we'll have to see that whom do the people choose here for Jharkhand Assembly elections. Back to you.
All right, Tejshri, thanks a lot for getting us those updates. Let's listen in to some of the voices which we have collected from Jharkhand so far.
अब जाकर के खुद अब मुआयना करना चाहूंगी कि सब लोग हमारे मतदाता है, चाहे पुरुष हो, महिला हो, बुजुर्ग हो, युवा हो, सब लोग निकलें और अपना मतदान का जरूर प्रयोग करें। मैं अपनी जीत को लेकर इसलिए आश्वस्त हूं क्योंकि मेरा कार्यकाल बहुत छोटा रहा, 4 से 5 महीने का, और 4 से 5 महीने में मैंने गांडे के लिए जितना किया है, मैं ये समझती हूँ कि उतने कम वक्त में मैंने पूरी अपनी मेहनत लगा के पूरा जी तोड़ मेहनत किया है और लोगों को वो सुविधाएं दी हैं जो उनका हक है। पूरी ताकत से हमारी आधी आबादी हेमंत सोरेन जी को और खास करके हमारे महागठबंधन को पूरे ताकत के साथ मजबूती दे रही हैं।
How important it is, keeping in mind the Santhal Pargana region, and a litmus test for all the key leaders as far as JMM and BJP both are concerned.
चुनाव हमेशा से महत्वपूर्ण ही होता है, और संथाल परगना ये राजनीति का, झारखंड की राजनीति का केंद्र बिंदु है। पूरे देश भर में मुस्लिम 4% बढ़े, यहाँ 15% बढ़े। तो जब विस्थापन, पलायन, रोजगार ये बड़ा मुद्दा है, उसमें ये कौन लोग हैं? ये सभी बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठी हैं।
क्या इस मामले को लेकर आपने चुनाव आयोग में शिकायत की है या करने वाले हैं?
जितने ट्वीट हैं सब में इलेक्शन कमीशन को मैंने टैग किया है। हेमंत सोरेन मेरे ही लोकसभा गोड्डा का जो एक जिला है उसके एमएलए हैं। वहां पीने का पानी नहीं है, लोगों को मकान नहीं है रहने के लिए, और वो जो है घोटाले में जेल गए और अभी बेल पर हैं।
And not just in Maharashtra and Jharkhand, polling is also underway for bypolls in 15 assembly seats across Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Kerala and Uttarakhand. In UP, voting is underway in 9 assembly seats. Out of these 9 seats, Karhal and Mainpuri is a crucial battle as it's considered to be an SP stronghold. Now, although the Congress party is not contesting in these bypolls, they've decided to support the ally Samajwadi Party and the BSP in this state. Polling is also underway in Kerala's Palakkad, Kedarnath and Uttarakhand and on 4 assembly seats in Punjab. The results for these will also come out on the 23rd of November. Now, amid the high voltage battle in UP, opposition parties have charged the ruling BJP with violence and intimidation, not to mention proxy voting and voter intimidation. AIMIM Moradabad candidate has accused the BJP candidate of distributing special slips and intimidating voters by using extra police force. Calling it the murder of democracy, the MIM candidate has urged the Election Commission to conduct the elections again. Meanwhile, the BJP and SP locked horns over voting malpractices in several places in the state. Both parties have accused each other of hooliganism, bullying, and selectively allowing people to enter poll booths while restricting others. Now, meanwhile, ruckus has also broken out between the two parties during voting in Muzaffarnagar, where voters allegedly pelted stones at the police. However, the situation was brought under control and voting has now resumed.
सपा ये आरोप लगा रही है कई जगहों पर जो वोटर्स है उनको वोट डालने से रोका जा रहा है।
वो हार के डर से इस प्रकार के फेस सेविंग के लिए कह रहे हैं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी निष्पक्ष और पारदर्शी चुनाव के पक्षधर है और निर्वाचन आयोग पर आज तक पूरी दुनिया में सब लोगों ने तारीफ करने का काम किया है कि भारत का निर्वाचन आयोग सर्वश्रेष्ठ निर्वाचन आयोग है। और सपा वाले, कांग्रेस वाले जब जीतते हैं तो अच्छा बताते हैं, जब हारते हैं तो बुरा बताते हैं। प्रदेश की जनता अच्छी तरह इनको समझती है।
अखिलेश जी कह रहे हैं कि वोटर्स को डराया जा रहा है।
बिल्कुल भी नहीं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी निष्पक्ष और पारदर्शी चुनाव की पक्षधर है।